Hello YouTube fans, here again, and I figure why not do this one. That being Jurassic Park The Lost World. I remember reviewing this one before, and it's a good one. It's a good one. Now after the big success, 1993 being Jurassic Park, a couple of years later, Steven Spielberg decided, even though he never normally does sequels, he'd do this one, being Jurassic Park The Lost World. But let's not forget, it's not been the first time he's done sign of a sequel, but not a sequel. Think about it, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, there's a bit of an argument that that's more of a prequel. And then it was with George Lucas, who did The Last Crusade, and the list goes on. So because of the big success, he decided in 1997 to do Jurassic Park The Lost World. Basically, it's its own film. Sad to say though, wasn't as successful. It still made money overseas, but it wasn't as successful because I think what being it at the time was Men in Black. But it's still that successful film. Some people were a bit over it. Some people like the film. I'm one of them that like it because I feel that, to be honest, Jeff Goldblum has a bit of role in this. In the first one, he's good. I like Jeff Goldblum. I've always liked him as an actor. I liked him in one of my favourite movies, being The Fly. That's how you do a remake the right way. And I liked him in a few other films, but I feel in this, he's more of a presence. He's more of a bit of role. And he's good. So Sam Neeson sadly didn't prize his role until you got to this one. But so that's why I say Jeff Goldblum had a bit of role. A bit of role. So it starts off, you've got this little girl, she's running about, she's on these irons, finds this really little insect thing. It's one at first, and they all go and attack her. I always like the bit where you've got a giant Jeff Goldblum, and then you see him in a tarm. There's two deleted scenes. One I could take it or leave it, but one I wish was in the film. Because the scene in the first deleted scene where they're having a meeting about Jurassic Park and so on. And the next one is one what I wish was in the film with the die in it. Sad he's no longer with us, may he rest, as a slaphead like me. And he's in this tropical place, could be the Paramus or whatever. You always get one, don't you? He's a dickhead. So this one dickhead, as I like to call him, he's trying to touch this door up. He's being a nuisance. So the guy takes him on and he has to tie his arm back, and he literally whacks him a couple of times and breaks his jaw. So this guy, he's definitely someone you don't want to fuck with. But it turns out he did it for his own amusement, not to stick up for this poor girl. And I wish that was in the film. Sadly to say it's a deleted scene, but I wish that was in the film because I like that scene. It definitely shows had impact. This guy is someone you don't want to mess with. So I wish that was in the film. But I do like some of the bits in the film. So what happens is Jeff Goldblum gets sent to the island with the dinosaurs, such as being the Lost World. And you get another one of my favourite actors, Debbie Moore. I like Debbie Moore. I always liked her in his Body of Evidence. I like her in other films. And in this, yeah, I actually like her as well. And like I say, he's got a foster daughter in it. She sneaks onto the island. Again, you got Tyrannosaurus. And how can you beat this one in a death scene? How can you beat it? Instead of having one eat, one poor die, you get two for the price of one. So they eat this poor fella. Again, they've got a few good jump scare scenes. I always remember the scene where Debbie Moore falls on this truck and the task satters. And out the rope pulls her back. I always remember that really being really frightening, especially because I saw, just like Jurassic Park, I also saw this in the cinema. So seeing that scene where the task is sattering if she's going to fall and the boat pulls her up, I love that scene. So again, you've got some really good practical effects with the dinosaurs. It doesn't fuck around. You've got one guy, another dickhead, who likes winding people up and he's trying to sting all these little dinosaurs. Remember the ones that attack the little girl? And Lon Brody gets it. They all get it. You don't see him get ripped to pieces, but you see the aftershocks of the blood going down the water. It felt was a cheapy scene. You got one guy hiding on a waterfall, a task snake touches him, And then this dinosaur gets him, drags him across the waterfall. You get the blood coming down the waterfall. I love bits like that. So again, for a PT film, it definitely is a bit ballsy in parts. I have to admit, this film is a bit ballsy. So they get out of Dodds, and I do love the bit where they knock out a Tyrannosaurus, which is, I'd say it's kind of a love letter to King Kong when you think about it. The only difference is it's a Tyrannosaurus, it's not a big fucking chili or monkey, whatever you want to call it. So what happens is the Tyrannosaurus gets out, and I love the bit where it's eating the tack rustle. You don't see it, but you see the aftershots. A little bit of the family streaming, and again, a lot of people get killed, a lot of people get eaten up, and again, for a PT film, I think that's a bit ballsy. I really do think that is bladding ballsy. So what happens is Debney Moore and Thingy has the baby off the Tyrannosaurus, to get it right. And the one who's a dickhead all the way through the film, he gets attacked, the babies get a taste of blood. You don't see it, but you got the idea to finish him off. Good riddance to bad rubbish, because I thought he was a dick. And again, it has a happy ending. The old man's in it, and it's all bits off what's going to happen in the Lost World. It's now going to be a detective place for the dinosaurs to live in and do that one. And it's kind of sad in one way, because I remember the actor, the old guy, and I remember him in a lot of good films, and this was his last role. I don't think he really did a lot when he did this one, which is a shame. And this was going to say was the last one of Jeff Goldblum until they did the later ones, where he just saw like makes a little cameo. I also remember a little bit, funny bit where they don't do just the swings, as you not see, the dinosaurs, them cheeky sounds from the first one, kicks one out, and he says, Seth Goldblum says, "You've been turned down from gymnastics." So there's some funny bits in the film what I like. So yeah, I actually like this one. Sad to say, it wasn't as successful because at the time, Men in Black. Now, don't get me wrong. I liked Men in Black as well. But at the end of the day, that was the era before Sam Neeson started slapping people in the face, But this, I actually like it. I like Jeff Goldblum as an actor. I think it's the action part. Again, it has that sort of horror feel. I like the dinosaurs. I think Steven Spielberg directed a good one. I cannot lie. I think he directed a bladding good one. So what points can I give it? What points? Fuck it. A 9-star rating for me. I think it's good. It's definitely still as good as the first one. Yeah, you see a lot more of the dinosaurs, because the first one you don't really get to see them into the middle of the film, but you do show a lot more in this. It doesn't fuck about. Again, I keep saying it. For a film what is a PT rating, it's definitely ballsy. That's one thing I will give the film. So yeah, that's Jurassic Park, The Lost World. Again, fuck it. A 9-star rating for me. But into them, be smart, be safe. See you later.